When it comes to apocalypse, a lot of folks always think about gloom and doom, about the end of things, but I'm really focusing on the rebirth and the transformation and the idea of building new worlds. My name is Sumpter. I am a multidisciplinary artist based here in Philadelphia, and I'm currently doing the artist residency at Rare. The themes that I explore are always around the art of survival. My doctoral research, I was really immersed in apocalyptic mythology, particularly in films, television, and movie narratives. All of these visions and ideas around endings and beginnings and apocalyptic transformation were swirling in my head with a lot of anxieties as well. As a person of color, as a Black woman, I've always been concerned about the future of my community and what's going to happen to us when the world changes. When we really experience that transformative shift where life as we know it is not the same. These kind of crises impact Black and brown folks, in a very disproportionate way. And I thought, well, I really want to put this into community practice, into creative and artistic practice. How can I have those ideas inform my work? And so I thought about making my own story, making my own apocalyptic mythology that had some hope to it. I was leaning into hope and rebirth. So I've been working on this project called Graffiti in the Grass. It's this epic story set in future Philadelphia, like an Afrofuturist mythology that is really kind of inspired by my everyday experience, the people that I know, the places that I go here in Philadelphia. Graffiti in the Grass was basically a metaphor for crop circles. Crop circles for me were super fascinating because there is an element of science to it, not just the art, but the exact degrees and angles of the geometry is just fascinating. And I'm also a lover of graffiti culture. For me, it was like paying homage to graffiti art, but also this idea of symbols and lexicons. As someone who studies mythology, I'm just so fascinated by symbols and the idea of decoding them. As I think about the art of survival and think about ecology and climate change, that's really what drew me to Rare. And when you come here, you see these piles, these heaps and mountains of trash. It's this idea of the wasteland, which is such a big idea or concept, a symbol in apocalyptic stories. And Rare became that place because everywhere you turn, there were things that we could use to kind of imagine this set and kind of bring it to life. We were working within the realm of abundance. It wasn't really scarcity anymore. So many of the things like clocks and radios and other e-waste, electronic waste that we wanted to try to find, we would put up on the wall. And little by little, we started finding all those things. And then we worked with some graffiti writers. They did some really cool designs on it. We wanted them to light up. We found the lights in the trash. The only thing we didn't get from the trash were the spray paint. It wasn't but a few steps to turn the trash into art. That's the ethos that comes with spending a lot of time here. If I hadn't have gone through this residency, I might have thought that I needed to build some sort of grandiose set, making sure I had a certain amount of budget for this set design. But after being here, I realized there's so many things that you can find. And actually, some of those things are gonna be better than anything you could have bought. That's what Black and brown people have been doing for millennia, right? We've been making an art out of survival and turning it into an inner strength that allows us to not only survive, but thrive in the next phase of whatever comes next. If we feel comfortable and inspired by the trash heaps around us here, thinking about less is more, what might be less of a footprint in the world, using things that have already been used, repurposing them. Let's just hold those things that are most precious to us. Let's choose wisely.